Hi, I'm Erica, and the strategy this week is essential questions. You'll likely find essential questions in your curriculum. It might be called something else, but you'll have access to samples. Now, as teachers, please use your critical thinking skills, use your expertise as a teacher to modify those essential questions and make them fit for your students, for your needs, and edit them into student-friendly language. You're going to want to make them short so that students can write them down quickly, because we know they're slow writers and we want to make sure they get them into their notes or onto paper as quickly as possible. Essential questions can be used for anything. They frame the lesson. So they can be used for each daily lesson or each period, depending on what you're teaching. Good essential questions are short, narrow, and very specific, and level 2 questions. So students have to have that content that they're working with and use their brains to think about how to process that information and analyze it. So process and analyze in order to answer those questions fully using academic language. And make sure you provide them with sentence stems so that they can respond to them fully using complete sentences. How they respond to essential questions is completely up to you. If you want them to write their answers out, great. You can have them write a summary at the end of their notes or at the end of a text. You can also have them respond verbally, maybe to a partner or to a small group. You can have them do a drawing, a poem, or you can have them create their own problem, like a math problem, and then write out the steps to solve that problem. That's a great way to have them practice their problem-solving skills and writing skills at the same time. If essential questions are not provided for you, you can always add them. You can add them to worksheets. You can add them to a piece of text. You can add them to notes. You can add them anywhere. And it really just helps you and your students kind of frame the learning. So what do you want them to be able to answer? What question do you want them to be able to answer by the end of that day's learning or by the end of that unit of learning? And you can have more than one essential question. You can have an essential question for the unit, kind of an overarching essential question. And then you can have a more narrow, specific question for that day. If you're struggling with finding enough time for students to answer the essential question, then use a quick warm-up or exit ticket activity to have students write maybe just one sentence to attempt to answer the essential question using academic language, and use a sentence frame to help them out. Essential questions are a great way to frame the learning for the day. So students understand what they're learning, they understand what they need to be able to answer by the end of the learning for the day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my Substack for more strategies, resources, tips, and tricks.